Alright, it should be live. I should be live again. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I last done one of these streams, I'll tell you that. Welcome everyone, hope everyone's doing well today. Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. What a game though. Oh my gosh, it was... It's one of those games that I didn't know where it was going to go, who was going to score, what was going to happen. But yeah, we're here. We're here. Welcome everyone, hope everyone's doing well today. It might take a while for some people to get through. But no, what a game it's been. What a game it's been. Unfortunately, Chelsea didn't get the 3 points. Simon, welcome in. Unfortunately, Chelsea didn't get the 3 points, but there's a lot of positivity to take from this game. A lot of positives, which we're going to get in today's live stream. Like I said, it's been a while since I last done one of these, so I need to kind of catch up with everything. I'm just going to turn up my key light real quick, because I don't think it just needs a bit more of a boost. There we go. So yeah, no, but first of all though, Mudryk, wow, what a player he is. He almost scored for his debut. Like, that is just insane, absolutely insane. What a player he is going to be at Chelsea. Really excited for him, really excited to see his talent, to see what he can bring. His energy, he's just electric. Like, what I got in my title, he's just so good. Like, he really is. He's someone that we've been missing for so long. Like, he really is. Could he be Hazard version 2? We all thought that would be Pulisic, and it turned out not to be. Will this finally be, you know, are we going to finally see, like, Mudryk taking on players, doing one-on-ones, like, properly trying to do that kind of stuff? He can. We've seen it. We saw a little bit of today. Yeah, I think, in all fairness, now Chelsea aren't playing for 13 days, or however many days it is. So, in fairness, this is going to really help us, really boost up our confidence. Because especially now with Mudryk and Mudryk, both wingers, we'll both be able to utilise them and use them in different places in different areas of the pitch, and get used to how they play, get used to their play style, what they want to do, how we can feed the ball to them. Yeah, it's going to be really, really good, because quite frankly, a week isn't enough. We need at least 1 or 2 weeks. Well, yeah, 2 weeks, two full weeks with no football, and just to focus on our training, to focus on how we can do things better. And today you can sort of see how Graham Potter wants this team to be. You can sort of see how he wants the boys to play, how he wants to open up and create chances. You can see that all. You can see it all. It's brilliant. It really is. Very excited about this. Yes, we didn't get what we wanted. We didn't get the 3 points, but what we got out of it is we got hunger. We were very energetic. And there's a few names I want to mention in today's stream who I really, really was positive about, really liked, was very happy to see. I might as well start with them actually. First and foremost is Mudryk. Congratulations, well done for your debut. Very good player, very good all round. The ball didn't get fed a lot to him, but when he had the ball, he looked lively. Like, if he left him a gap, he would expose you. That's the sort of player that Chelsea need. And that's the sort of player that he can be. So yeah, he looked really good, looked really lively. A bit like when Conor Gallagher cut inside of the box, so he was here and he cut inside. Mudryk just took the ball out of him and said, mate, you leave it back. You leave it back. Get it off it. Let me take it from here. And he skilled past one defender, then 2, and then it was just the goalkeeper to beat. And unfortunately, Alisson came out, which meant that Mudryk had less of an opportunity to try and get round him, because I think if there was more of a gap, he would have been able to slice around Alisson and probably score. But he didn't quite have that. He had to take his shot. Unfortunately, he hit the side netting. But if that's signs of things to come, then I'm just going to say now, we're looking positive. Yeah, all round, Gallagher was very good, had a very good game. He looked very energetic. This is the thing with Gallagher. I feel like he is better in the attacking role. I feel like if we are playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation, I feel like we can utilise Gallagher, so we can have maybe, like, for example, I feel like maybe the best thing to do is utilise Gallagher in that midfield, but maybe have him just a bit, so we can have, like, I don't know, Gallagher here, and then we can have a midfielder here, so he's a bit more higher up the pitch. I think that suits his playstyle really well. But Gallagher looked really lively. Ziyech looked brilliant again today. Ziyech, I think, after coming out from the World Cup, he's just switched on. His brain switched on. He looks brilliant. And Ziyech was trying to feed the balls in all the time, and trying to get it to either Kai Havertz or whoever else would take it. So, I'm very happy with the performance that we had today. A lot of positivity to take out from it. Now, the Kai Havertz goal was very annoying and it got ruled out. Now, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit because the goal wasn't actually offside. If you look at it, apparently the commentators were saying that Havertz was slightly in front of him, of Thiago Silva when he hit the post. That's not the case. I don't know what on earth made them choose it offside, but I can tell you 100% now it should not have been offside, and it really should have been 1-0 Chelsea the whole game. Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get 3 points out of the game because we deserved it more than they did. We were more hungry, we were more up for it because we had we had that kind of boost from the last game, Crystal Palace. So in fairness, I think we definitely should have won today's game. But look, we can take positives, we can take negatives. We need to move on. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to change my... there is the category. I'll put on entertainment for now. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of positives to take from this game. Absolutely. I wouldn't really say many negatives actually, to be fair. More positives than negatives. Yeah, just all round really good. Really happy with the performance. I think Badiashile played really well. Thiago Silva is just Thiago Silva. That's all he is. It's Thiago Silva. Nothing. You can't really say anything too bad about Thiago Silva because he's literally a beast. The man's a beast in defence. But no, I feel like we controlled a lot of the game. Yes, second half you can deny and you can say that Liverpool came more out of their box. They came more out and pushed. They had to do that. We all kind of felt like Liverpool were going to have some sort... They were going to change the way they're going to play. And they did that, which is fair enough. But then Chelsea managed to get out of that position, managed to get out of that all tenseness and managed to actually break it up and try to cause some havoc for them and try and score. Yeah, we were just really unlucky. But yeah, talking about Havertz real quick, I feel like Havertz is a fantastic player, but he's just not getting used in the right position. I can see exactly why, and I know exactly why Posh is using him there, because quite frankly, Aubameyang doesn't show any kind of interest at all in Chelsea. He doesn't show any interest, intensity that he wants to actually play for the club. He's clearly there just for the money, just because he's playing football. He doesn't really care. Dacho Fofana, as again, hasn't got any game time. Well, he has. I think he got... no. He came on about 3 weeks ago, and that was it. And that was for, like, literally, like, 20 minutes of the game. Other than that, Dacho Fofana's hardly even touched the ball. We really need a out-and-out striker. And I feel like this is exactly where João Felix comes into hand. But, oh, look, he's suspended. Great. Yeah, no, João Felix, when he comes back, he's definitely going to be a player. Now, this is where I'm now looking into next season. Because we're now getting Christopher Nkunku, who can play in that centre-forward role. He doesn't have to be played in the right wing or the left wing. He can play in that centre-forward role. And when we get him, we can utilise him there. And that means Kai Havertz either will go to a different club, or he will stay and get pushed back as an attacking mid, which will benefit him more and will mean that he's more comfortable in his position, in his role. And that means he'll be a bit more involved with the game and, a bit more this and that. Whilst at the moment, he's a centre-forward, he's a false 9. And he has got some sort of flair, but not much. Not much at all. And I like Havertz, I do. I criticise him a lot because I want him to be good. I only criticise players when I want them to be good. I want Havertz to be good. He's not being good at the moment. I mean, that goal should have stood today, but as again, it's a tap-in. Yet, Kai Havertz cannot do one-on-ones. We've seen this many, many, many times. Kai Havertz cannot do one-on-ones, and this is actually where Mudryk comes into play. If we do utilise Mudryk in a 4-2-3-1 situation, and we have, for example, Mudryk, Mason Mount, Ziyech and Havertz, Mudryk can play in that position. That's where he's comfortable at. He can cut inside and take on defenders. That's what he's designed to do. But we won't ever see that from Havertz. Havertz just doesn't have that technical ability of him to do that. He doesn't have the willing to really push, really expose himself, show what he's got. I think that's because either Havertz is just not as fast, or it's just because he's not quite he's not quite as switched on. Whilst with Mudryk, he's had hardly any game time with Chelsea. And, he doesn't really know the Premier League all so well at the moment. He's getting used to the atmosphere, he's getting used to the place, he's getting used to everything. And I think everybody now is going to start looking at next season. Next season is the season where everyone's going to be focusing on. Because, oh boy, when Nkunku comes to Chelsea, and if not, João Felix leaves, because João Felix can happily say to Atletico Madrid, look, mate, I don't want to be at Atletico Madrid, I want to be at Chelsea. They can just rip up his contract and boom. And he could do that. Like, you are allowed to do that when he's on loan, I think, anyway. But no. We have Mudryk, who's now finally at Chelsea. That's now been announced. I think that got announced today. So yeah, we've now got 13 days, I think it is, of no football, and then we're then back for Fulham at home, and I think that's where we're going to see Mudryk, and that's exactly when we're going to see Mudryk and Mudryk play. Those two players we're going to see playing on both sides. Now, I think we will benefit from a 4-2-3-1. I don't think today we played in a 3-4-2-1. I'm not too sure. We may have done a little bit. But this is the thing. If we play a 4-2-3-1, our attacking could be so much more better than it is now. We would have Mudryk, we could have João Felix, we could have Mudryk, and we could have Nkunku. That's just the thing. If João Felix wants to stay at Chelsea, of course, we have to see. But no, all round today has been a much better performance. We looked a lot better than Liverpool. We looked a lot more lively. Liverpool have yet to still win a game. They've taken 1 point out of this game. Actually, let's have a look where we are. I think we are still dead on 10th, which sucks, but hey-ho. There we go. We have to move on. Yeah, I think we're still dead on 10th, which is a real pain because we really want to get to that top 4. But I think everyone knows that top 4 is over and done with. I think everyone knows how we're not going to be reaching that target this season. So we just have to make do with 10th. Unless something happens, unless something drastic happens, and all of a sudden we play like bloody prime Barcelona, which is very unlikely the circumstance that we're in. But you never know with football, I say. Yeah, no, today looked a lot more positive. A lot more take to it. I'm just going to read out the... I'm going to read out the player stats from OneFootball here. Actually, I could get them up. Definitely a better performance. Mudryk is amazing. I love him. Love him. So yeah. So this is pretty much. So OneFootball saying it was a 3-4-2-1. I can't really tell if it was a 3-4-2-1 or a 4-2-3-1. I really can't tell. So pretty much Thiago Silva 7.1. Fair play, Thiago Silva. Can we just respect this guy? Thiago Silva, 38 goddamn years old, and the guy's playing like he's in his prime. Like, seriously, the guy is ridiculous. The guy, if there's anyone to look at in Chelsea and think who is the one player that's consistent in our club? Yeah, no, it's Thiago Silva, because he does not put a foot wrong. He does not put a foot wrong. Tell me now that Thiago puts a foot wrong, because he doesn't. He doesn't. And the other player I want to come to is Badiashile. Badiashile is bloody good. He is bloody good. Better than Koulibaly in my opinion. So yeah, Badiashile got rated 6.5. I think that's a fair result. A bit higher, maybe I would say 7. Reece Balaga 7.7. Chalobah 6.3. God damn, I tell you what, these ratings are terrible. Ziyech 5.1, a lot higher than that. Jorginho 6.4. Yep, Hall had a dodgy game. Hall had an alright game. Cucurella, I think a lot better game. Mason Mount, average. Gallagher was just everywhere. I think Gallagher was somehow rated on OneFootball 4.3. I don't quite understand that, but there we go. Let me know, guys, what you all think the ratings should be. And Kai Havertz was rated 2.5. So that's the players. And the players that came on was obviously Mudryk, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who looks clueless, who looks like he just doesn't care. Cesar Azpilicueta for the right back. And Carney Chukwuemeka for Mason Mount. So they were the players who came on. Mudryk got rated 5.4. Yeah, I can understand that. He didn't have he had an impact, absolutely, but he didn't get too much of the ball, unfortunately. And OneFootball completely mugged Aubameyang off, and not even giving him a rating. Oh dear. But no, going back to the Mudryk situation, this guy is just, oh my god, he's so good. That's what I say. If Mudryk is going to be that guy who's willing to finally take on defenders, we've finally seen the day of the light. Like, finally. When Eden Hazard left Chelsea, and we had Eden Hazard in our prime, I think everyone can say that. Everyone knows how Eden Hazard was at Chelsea in his prime at his best. He's gone to Real Madrid and he's flopped. We all can see that. We all know that. But the way how Mudryk just glided past those defenders, when Gallagher had the ball and he took the ball off Gallagher and he just glided past those defenders, beautiful. That is what we've been missing for ages at Chelsea. I actually think ever since Hazard left, which was like 3 seasons ago, more. I actually can't remember now. Ever since he left, ever since Hazard left Chelsea, everything's just gone. Everything's just disappeared. Hazard was literally just he ran Chelsea. He was the player that made those chances, that created those opportunities, that made the spaces, allowed the strikers to come in. He opened up, and that's exactly what Mudryk will do. If you look at Eden Hazard when he was at Chelsea back in his prime, look at the way how he managed to open up the defence. He got past the defence. The defence were back there. They were gone. They were left hanging. They were like, right, okay. And then that means the striker can come in, and that Hazard can just either weave it to the striker and a goal, or that means Hazard can then take it on himself and score. And that's exactly what we saw from Hazard day in, day out at Chelsea. Could this be the same thing with Mudryk? I'm just going to say, Mudryk today, from what we saw, okay, was very lively. He was energetic. He wanted to be able to just get the goal. He just wanted that little bit of boost, and we saw that from him. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. But what I'm saying is, though, is Mudryk going to be Hazard version 2? Finally. Is he going to be that player that's capable of taking on players, making opportunities, scoring goals for himself, and also giving it to Havertz in the future and passing it to him and opening those chances? Because quite frankly, we've been needing someone like that. We all thought Raheem Sterling was going to be that. We all thought he was going to be that player that's going to open up those chances and allow the striker to score, or for Raheem Sterling to score himself. That hasn't happened yet. Mudryk's already showing that. He's already showing that he can weave in and out of defenders like light work. This is the other thing actually I want to say. Look how Mudryk's just very gently, very just glided past the defenders. It was light work for him. You look at Havertz, you look at Sterling, you look at Pulisic, you can kind of argue Ziyech. You look at those players I've just mentioned, and you see when they try to take on players, how they look a lot more heavier with their stride. They don't look quite as confident. It looks like they're running through like porridge or something. They don't look good. Mudryk just glides. He just glides. It's just the whole way he does it is beautiful. So yeah, very happy about Mudryk. It's going to be such a breath of fresh air, finally. And all round today was a very good game. Very happy. Was it our best? No, nowhere near. That's just the thing. It was nowhere near. But we looked a lot more positive than Liverpool did. A lot more positive, especially in the first half. That goal that we technically scored, I don't know how that's been ruled out. I don't know. It wasn't offside. I didn't see an offside. Unless you guys saw an offside. I didn't, personally. That should have been a goal. Unlucky it wasn't. This is the thing I want to get about Chelsea, though. This is one thing that really bugs me about Chelsea the most, about everything. When Havertz scored, but it wasn't a goal, the way that we just came off the accelerator after that. I mean, we didn't instantly come off the accelerator, but we took the pressure off them. We let them relax. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. The fact that we had a goal and it unfortunately didn't count, you don't take the foot off the gas. You put more. You really slam down that foot. You really push and press them and try and score. We don't show that. We put. It's like what we did is the accelerator's like that, right? And that's what we were doing pretty much until we first scored. And then when that goal got ruled out, we were just like that. We were still resting on the accelerator, pushing. But it weren't like that. We weren't really going. We weren't doing that. Why are we not doing that? Why are we not showing that eager, that hunger? Why? I don't get that. I simply don't get that. Why are we not showing that hunger? That if a goal is ruled out or if we miss an easy opportunity, why do we not put the foot on the gas? Go that extra mile. It won't hurt us. It's this the thing. It won't hurt us. We don't show that. We don't do it. Look at Man City. Look at the way that they were losing 2-0 against Spurs. It was Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, Thursday. I watched that game. They were losing 2-0 against City. And then, when half-time came, and then the second half, their foot was glued onto the accelerator. It was not coming off. They were putting so much pressure on Spurs, which made Spurs to crumble. It made Spurs to just to fall apart, and allowed the gaps to come in between and allow City to score. We can see that extremely well with City. City can do that like it's, like it's nothing. They can do it like it's just walking through the park, looking at all those beautiful trees. It's like nothing. To Chelsea, something's not there. Something's not clicking. It really irritates me. Because the fact that goal didn't count today is illegal, personally. It should have counted. Nowhere near it was offside. At least I don't think it was. But the fact that we took the accelerator, our foot off was just unacceptable, and I don't get that. If a goal doesn't count, you don't take your foot off the accelerator. You don't stop pushing. You push harder. It doesn't matter how much energy you got. You push harder. You go that extra mile to score that goal, and we didn't. We looked threatening, absolutely, but we didn't look that extra hunger that we wanted it. And that's the bit that's concerning me. And that's just to go to show you that there are players at this club that don't want to be at the club. That goes to show you, whilst if we had Mudryk on, or if we had Mudryk on, or João Felix, they would be that player to score. I can guarantee you now, if we have Mudryk, if we have Mudryk on that first half, Mudryk and João Felix, guarantee you now we would have scored easily. If we kept that foot on the accelerator and did not let it go, we would have scored. And that's what City can show us easily. This is just the thing. Like, City are levels and levels, and I hate to say it, but City are levels above Chelsea and Liverpool. Like, the way that Liverpool just came back and just absolutely deleted Spurs was just, oh, that was naughty. Like, Mahrez is just stupid. And when I mean stupid, I mean good. Like, he is good. He is someone that you've got to look at. Like, Mahrez is, he's just ridiculous. But it's a shame that Chelsea didn't get that goal. It's a shame that we didn't push the extra mile to try and score. We need to show that urgency. We need to show that passion. And that's just the thing. That's the thing that I said in my last video. We don't show enough passion or aggression. We do not. We need to show it. And I'm hoping with these new signings that we're making, Mudryk, Mudryk, João Felix and Nkunku for next season. Everyone's forgetting about that. Nkunku for next season, guys. Let's be honest. Centre forward. Replacing for Havertz. Good. When we get those players in, it could be a lot different. And especially as well, because the thing is the only thing that's concerning me is we're getting more wingers, and I don't know if that's a hint of us trying to cross the ball in more, or if that's us trying to bomb it forward. Because today I saw a little bit of both. Today I saw us trying to get it in the middle, be a bit more directness with our passing, and a little bit of passing it to Cucurella, passing it to Ziyech, passing it to Mudryk, a little bit of both. And you can see why. It's because either when Thiago Silva's on the ball or Badiashile, you can see when either for example, Jorginho or Gallagher are completely man-marked. They can't go anywhere. That's right, you have to go sideways. You can't go middle because it just won't work. I understand that. Going sideways, you have to do that. And I feel like that's what Graham Potter's going to try and utilise. He's going to try and utilise the wingers and the midfielders a bit more. The other thing as well, what I've noticed today, is we're not, if Thiago Silva has the ball, he's not just instantly passing it to Ziyech or instantly passing it to Mudryk. He's going in the middle, and then he's allowing the defenders and their midfielders to come closer, to come deeper to that player. So if this is Gallagher here, and you got the midfielders and the defenders, they're going to instantly come closer. You know, they're going to try and pounce on him, which then means that the wingers are then not marked. So you pass to the wingers and they're all open. And I can see where Potter's trying to go with that. He's trying to make it so that more pressure comes on the midfield, so you can pass it to the wingers and they can either bomb in an attack and try and cross and hopefully something happens, or they do a one-on-one, which is what Mudryk can do, and score. And I can get that. I get that because, you know, that's the sort of thing that we did when Eden Hazard was around, when Willian was around. We sort of utilised that a little bit. And, you know, I think I could sort of see what our game plan sort of is, actually, with Graham Potter. I could sort of see what he's trying to utilise. And it just goes to show you, when you have a week off football, like whatever football it is, Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, when you have a week off football, the manager can really utilise that and really work on how they're going to, you know, to put more tactics into. Because the thing is, and I don't want to use this as an excuse, but look how Graham Potter managed to work that out at Brighton. The start of this season, when he didn't come to Chelsea and we saw Tuchel, look how he managed to utilise that with the players and how to utilise that. It's all about time. It's all about the process. If we can just let Graham Potter utilise that with our players at Chelsea and allow him to build what he needs and allow him to put his own tactics into the players, next season could be completely different to this. Fingers crossed. So we've got to give him time. Yeah. Appreciate everyone that's come out today. It's not been a very busy stream. I've hit 60 viewers already though, so thank you. Guys, if you're new around here, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe. Really would appreciate it. I'm only one stop from hitting 600. Guys, come on. Can we all try? Can we hit one more sub to hit 600? That would be incredible. I really would appreciate that. Thank you all guys so much. I really do appreciate your time coming out. And yeah, let me know, guys, what do you all think about today's game? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think that this player played really well? Let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on the game. I think we all round play really well. Definitely more things to work on in the training ground, absolutely. More things to utilise and to get better at. But in general, very, very, very happy with our performance. Very happy with how we played. We looked hungry. That's what I want to see. We looked very hungry and just wanted it. And we almost did. We almost had it. We just, yeah, it's just that last bit. I've hit 600 subs. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. I've just seen that. Thank you guys all so much for that. Really do appreciate your time. You guys are all legends. Thank you very much. Just to clarify as well with you guys as well. So now I'm bringing back football content and live streams. So I'll let you guys know there will be 2... yeah, because you guys are amazing. Thank you very much. So yeah, I really do appreciate that. But yeah, no, it's been a decent game. I would have loved the 3 points, but I will take a point. I mean, I personally would take a 3-pointer, but there we go. Can't be done. Can't be helped anyway. So yeah, but no, I was just gonna say that, guys. Two videos out a week. The live streams, I'm not sure how many live streams we're going to do throughout the week at all. Not too sure yet, but yeah, there'll be 4 videos a week. That'll be a fact. So yeah. Also, guys, make sure to like up the stream as well. Really do appreciate all the support. Can't believe I've hit 600 subs. That's insane. I'm literally so close to hitting 1,000. That's actually mental. But yeah, no, I tell you what, this January transfer window has been actually really promising for us. We've focused more on the wingers than anything else, which is surprising really, because our midfield is just wide open. Yes, you can say we've got Zakaria and Kovacic, Jorginho, Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, Kante, but let's be honest, Loftus-Cheek I don't think is going to stay at Chelsea for much longer. Gallagher's not really centre mid. Zakaria's on loan, and we do have an option to buy Zakaria, so let's fingers crossed we do. Kovacic, I'm not so sure what's going on with Kovacic. He was, apparently from what I've been told, is Kovacic wasn't meant to be playing this game today, but then he went back home to Cobham. At least I think that's what I've been told. So he wasn't available. Jorginho is difficult because he's more of a defensive midfielder. He's not really a player that will attack. Yeah, we need to, I think the summer window is when we'll be looking into getting the midfielders. Defenders we're fine with. It's now just midfielders that we need to work on. I don't know if there's any other positions. Striker, I like another striker. Yeah. We're now glued and we're now fine for wingers. We're fine for defenders. Midfield, we need to work on that. And striker, I think, need to work on now. Because quite frankly, Aubameyang isn't really going to do much for Chelsea anymore. Especially the way that he's been playing. That's with Fofana's very young. Needs a bit more time. Havertz isn't really a striker. You're going to hesitate that João Felix is a striker. He's more of a centre forward. Next season, this summer we will be getting in Nkunku, who's a centre forward. He is a centre forward, which is really good. But I think if we can get maybe 1 or 2 more strikers for this club, will be great. Really, really be good. But we just have to see. We just have to see from there onwards. So yeah. But no, an all-round good performance from Chelsea. I'll take it. A lot more positives to look at on the negatives this time, which is really good. Very happy with that. It looked a lot more. We looked a lot more threatening. We looked a lot more like. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? We looked a little bit more eager to score, which we almost did. Well, we did, but then it got ruled out. 0-0 and your boys are going crazy. Your club is in the mud. The transfer spending has been embarrassing. I mean, the transfer window has been an interesting one. We've gone for more wingers than anything, which I'm surprised of. I wouldn't say the club's in the mud though. That's a bit ridiculous. If we were 15th, then I would say yeah, in the mud. But I wouldn't really say that we're in the mud at the moment. So yeah, don't know what you're trying to say there, mate. We're going through a difficult time. Just want to clarify this to anyone that's trying to say that kind of stuff. For God's sake, we've got 10 injuries, and those 10 injuries are our main players. That's Pulisic, that's Chilwell, that's Reece James, Sterling. We've got so many injuries, and Graham Potter's having to play players who either don't really care about the club, which I've said many times, or youngsters who aren't massively experienced. No wonder why we're not playing fantastic. When we get those players in, and if we still play crap football after that, then it's all down to the manager. But if we get those players back in again and they start playing for Chelsea, and we start winning games left, right and centre, and we win all the time, then, you know, it just goes to show that those players are the players that we're missing. You know, it's crazy because this season has just been an unlucky season for us. It's from the start to the finish. It really has, because the first couple of games of the Champions League under Tuchel was horrendous. We lost both of those games. We lost the first game, which was really annoying. We looked really bad in the Premier League under Tuchel. And then we sacked him. And then all of a sudden, all of our best players got injured. And that was really annoying. And now we're having to simply play players that just aren't massively experienced or don't really have much like passion for the club. Like, no wonder why we're not playing brilliantly. That's just the thing. People have got to realise this. There's 10 injuries. Like, if I look on the list, the players. I mean, we've got João Felix, who isn't injured but who's suspended. He's probably arguably one of our best players as of right now. And for God's sake, the guy's on loan. Like, that just sums up everything about Chelsea. So yeah, let's have a look here. So hold on, we have got injury wise, we've got N'Golo Kante, Raheem Sterling, Dennis Zakaria, João Felix is suspended, Benjamin Chilwell is injured, Christian Pulisic is injured, Edron Mendy is injured due to a fractured finger, Reece James is injured, Wesley Fofana is injured, and Amanda Broja is injured. I can tell you at least majority of those players are crucial players. Sterling's crucial, N'Golo Kante is crucial, Dennis Zakaria is now really crucial, João Felix is pretty crucial, Benjamin Chilwell is crucial, we need him. Christian Pulisic, you can say yes and no, and our main player is Reece James. We've got majority of our actual team out, so yeah, and we're having to play players like, for example, Lewis Hall, a Gallagher, which we don't normally play, having to play more Hakim Ziyech, who doesn't normally play. You know, normally we would be playing, for example, a Reece James, a Ben Chilwell, a Raheem Sterling, a Wesley Fofana, a João Felix. We'll be playing all these players because they're our main players. We're having to play players, you know, out of position, and just generally players who will give it something but not everything. And that's where you can't look at the manager. You have to look at the player. You do. I will be honest, the players have definitely responded better to Graham Potter, absolutely, but they're not 100% there. They're not, like, brilliant. And, yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. So, would I say Chelsea's in the mud? Not really, but we're definitely, like, I think we're definitely not at our level, nowhere near. Like, for God's sake, we only won the Champions League 2 seasons ago. Next season could be completely the opposite to this season. Hopefully it will be, it should be. And people have just got to realise that when you've got your best players out, you're not going to play as well. And that's just a whole part of football, unfortunately. And I was going to make a preview yesterday on today's game, but I didn't because genuinely I didn't know who would play, where they would play, because I didn't know what Graham Potter had in mind. But when we have those injuries back, then I'll be a bit more, I know what's going to go on here. Everything's all up in the air. It's Graham Potter's having to grab it down from the air and think, oh crap, where is it? You know what I mean? He's like, it's Chelsea right now are just not in the right place, and I think now at this 13, we're now having about 2 weeks off, I think it is. So it's not this coming Friday that we're playing; it's next Friday we're playing. When we have this now time off, we can now hopefully start bringing back these players who we need, and then start getting more, you know, all of our players back in again, and start getting back to the old Chelsea. So yeah, it's a bit. We're going through a bit of a crisis at the moment with Chelsea, but we just got to go with it. So yeah, How long have I been live? I've been live for 34 minutes. Christ, that's gone quick. Blimey now. So guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you for 600 subs. You guys are awesome. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Hope you enjoy your stay. Whoever did subscribe, hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. And I'll be back probably next week. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Rocket Kid. You guys have been awesome as always. And yeah, I was going to say we'll take 3 points, but we're not. We're taking a draw. We're taking a point. Fantastic. We move on anyway. Fulham next at Stamford Bridge. Okay, should be a good game now. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.